David Benavidez, Oleksandr Gvozdyk. It is the El Mexicano tail of the tape in the Mexican Ecuador.
Introducing to you first on my right, fighting out of the red corner, wearing gray trunks, joining us from Kharkiv, Ukraine. He weighed in at 174 and one great contender tonight, making his return to the ring, introducing the former WBC Light Heavyweight Champion of the World, introducing Oleksandr "The Nail" Gvozdyk. And his opponent across the ring, ready to go, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing trunks of the color black with multi-color trim. From Phoenix, Arizona, he weighed in the same as his opponent, 174. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the popular, the hard-hitting, the undefeated two-time WBC super middleweight champion of the world, known as the Mexican Monster, introducing David El Monstruo
in the back. Protect yourselves at all times. Listen to my commands. Touch them up. Back to your corner, gentlemen.
12-round affair to 175 pounds. David Benavidez, a superstar debut at light heavyweight. They sparred 5 years ago, and in those sparring sessions, Benavidez said, "Hey, I checked that chin. Gvozdyk, you've had him in your gym, and at the peak of his powers, one of the most technically gifted fighter in the right hand."
Yeah, Gvozdyk, really, he's got a great counter right. He turns the opponent, but right now, Benavidez is like closing it.
Back, I'm sorry, but he noticed that he couldn't. That is easy, Snake. Now we see Benavidez pushing Gvozdyk.
And Benavidez loves to go to the physical dimensions.
Right.
Look how comfortable Benavidez is looking, getting in the inside.
He was working with one of my heavyweights. The reason being, he wanted that pressure from my heavyweight, and he wanted the heavy punching from my heavyweight.
Using the real estate of the ring as we end the first time. Good stuff.
It's working very well. The same thing. One double jab, 1, 2, 3, and then the body.
And that's something he wanted to use a little more, showcase his jab and his opponents can sometimes be caught off balance, crossing his feet after, and of course with his high guard as well, can open up his own body to the pressure on Gvozdyk here in the second. Has him on ropes, three-punch combination lands for Benavidez, but Gvozdyk comes back. High stakes matchup. Winner could very much be in line for a shot at the undisputed title that will be determined in October, where Artur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol will go at it. So, and Gvozdyk again at 37. Look at two. Gvozdyk in round 2, outscoring him 22-10. Let's go to Jim Gray.
Keep him in the outside. There it is. That
jab, right hand by Gvozdyk.
Even if
nice
it's not hard,
Benavidez.
Set it up, for you to land that right hand. Exactly. Straight right things. Benavidez, the smaller guy. Okay.
Three-punch combination by Gvozdyk.
Right, peppering Benavidez and then turn.
Before his reign ended at the hands of Artur Beterbiev, and remember, through 8 rounds, even in
27
the third. Oh, and there's a jabs from Gvozdyk as Benavidez resets, throws the right repeatedly. Nice combination to end the round. And Benavidez opening up on Gvozdyk.
Time right there, gentlemen. Good job, good job.
From Benavidez, this is what he's known by.
Yeah.
Right hand hook, uppercut. Surprised he didn't finish to the body.
Yeah, and here's Benavidez, that little jump hook right there on the top of the head the last couple rounds, and going to the third here.
Showing good defense.
Yeah, but you don't want to stay there. You don't stay on the rope.
Shots like Benavidez is doing. Right now, he's just kind of peppering. He hasn't landed.
Jabs, I'm sorry, from Gvozdyk, but not
Body
enough
shot
punches.
by Benavidez. Nice. 1-2 by Benavidez, but Gvozdyk fires back.
Yeah.
We're going to see someone who's very proficient at threading that needle in terms of counter. Gervonta Davis answering.
Too slow, lazy, and then Benavidez can counter on top of that.
Double, triple jab. There's a loading up the right hand by Benavidez. It punches for David Benavidez. But Gvozdyk stays busy, but gets countered with a much more effective shot. Double right uppercuts, right hook by Benavidez. Gvozdyk taking the shots of his career.
On his way to 5 if he doesn't.
The fourth, but not before. Tasting the power of Benavidez.
He's getting hit with big shots.
Really good. You dominate the whole round.
here's a Benavidez run. That left hook caught Gvozdyk as he was pulling out. This Benavidez putting on the pressure. The nice right uppercut, double uppercut, and then he whips that right hand.
Go in, touch him. 1-2, 1-2. All right, basic. And that short loopy shot.
66 for Gvozdyk. Outlanded him 8-2 in the body shot department, and we
left or right there for Benavidez.
Beautiful from that right counter off, like that right there.
Right hand, the lead right lance for Benavidez. Lead left hook also curling behind the guard of Gvozdyk. And those body shots definitely slowing down the mobility and the movement of Oleksandr Gvozdyk. Less than a minute left in the 5th. There's another left hook to the body, a right hand. Oh, the blitzing Benavidez. Beautiful left hand.
See, there's the hook. All the way up with the right hand. Finish it.
And yet Gvozdyk here in the 5th. And there's the hand speed and accuracy on display.
There it is. He faked that body shot and he came back on top. Brilliant.
There's that hook right there. You know, again, came from out of the crowd. Got to be a ball. And there's a right hand from Gvozdyk. But he got countered with the left hook, right hand, left hook, right hand.
Looks to flash the jab, goes to the body, and then upstairs, splitting the high guard with the right hand.
And even some feints I want to see from Benavidez have Gvozdyk open up a bit with those feints.
There's that counter jab by Benavidez. First half of David Benavidez' light heavyweight debut, and fitting him like a glove thus far, Abner Mares.
I want to see more punches, straight punches, uppercuts, and then move to the side. Don't walk straight back, because
what a three-punch combination, a thudding. In 2019, all 3 times in round 10 against Artur Beterbiev. Fight was stopped in that round. He went down in round 1 against Tommy Karpency back in 2016, but got up and won that. Took it well.
There's another left hook from Benavidez, and he landed a right hand. He's tagging Gvozdyk.
Oh, there's a counter. First half of this 12-rounder is in the books, and we are.
I like Benavidez, Joe. I like his aggression. He's not getting too excited.
He didn't test the waters. He dived into the deep end. Yes, Gvozdyk is 37, but that does not take away from his credentials. And what
we're seeing it in this fight, Benavidez, the head movement, the body shots. He would headhunt a lot in his previous.
Gvozdyk throws a 1-2. Benavidez off him.
It really is. And not only that, Benavidez' defense. Watch right here. See, he's.
Oh, yeah, we've talked about it. Body movement. No, it's definitely improved.
And because look, Gvozdyk throws, when he does let him go
on the ropes here now with his defense. Again, Gvozdyk is throwing way more punches, landing more punches in this round. But there's a right hand. I catch 8 scheduled for 12. Since he was an amateur training with some of the best, and here's some of the combination work of Benavidez.
He was playing and playing it back, and then he opened it up with in the last 20 seconds. Hard punches, yeah.
I was going to say, again, I know he's letting them get off there and blocking most of those shots, but I don't like it.
For Gvozdyk.
You don't want to let the
nice three-punch combination by the nail. Jab, this is southpaw momentarily. It's a right uppercut on the inside before he goes downstairs with the body shot.
Lazy jab from Gvozdyk.
Well, that one was just off a slip. He didn't even go. Yeah, you're not going to win championships doing that.
When was the last time David Benavidez? Right hand, left hook, left to the body. Beautiful combination by Benavidez.
Right hand.
Always.
Well, I meant Gvozdyk is not going to win championships by not throwing him. He's not as active as Benavidez. Like right there, beautiful left hook.
Gvozdyk through.
Drinking.
Benavidez has the edge statistically, but Gvozdyk isn't going anywhere. Lands that right hand through the high guard.
I was just going to say, it's the 9th round if Gvozdyk doesn't start.
That really?
Not on my scorecard, darn it.
Joke. That's
land power shots. Like that right there.
Yeah, you're right, Joe.
He had 250 amateur fights, so listen, Gvozdyk is not an easy out by any means. Benavidez going to work, gets countered with a right hand upstairs by Gvozdyk. And now Gvozdyk.
That was a good round from Gvozdyk.
Good last 2 rounds, back to back for Gvozdyk. And from Benavidez, there's a left hook. Benavidez launching that one. Hands are low, baiting.
But Gvozdyk is going to do just as well as Benavidez allows him to do, to tell you the truth.
David Benavidez was, as a 2-time undefeated 168-pound champion. And 68, of course, facing guys that were coming up and others. I mean, he's stopped 7 of his last 8 opponents.
Performed well that night.
Taking those 2 jabs.
I think Gvozdyk is kind of passing up a nice opportunity here with Benavidez.
Definitely throwing more punches than Benavidez. Not as accurate or landing as many. There's a combination from Benavidez. There's the pressure on walking down Gvozdyk. 25 seconds left in the 10th. Left hook lands for Benavidez. Counter right by Gvozdyk. And a counter right by Benavidez.
Here's the jab, the counter right hand, another counter right hand by Gvozdyk, but he got countered 2 times by classic Benavidez. There's the counter, leans back, counters, throws the right uppercut, counters again with the hook.
Benavidez.
But that was
first round. We're close to his favor. Now you the middle
especially in a new weight class. This, I mean, it's a heavy.
There's winning, and then there's entertaining and making a statement and wanting to prove that you are indeed the monster.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think we all are entertained here. It's just a new dynamic with Benavidez at this new weight. He's fighting a big guy. Who's
a minute and a half left here in the 11th. There's the jab from Benavidez.
And
Benavidez walking forward, body shots.
Not as good as cutting off the ring, never been his strong suit, and eats a couple of shots there from Gvozdyk, but he lands a nice short right and a beautiful left to the body by Benavidez. But again, the counter by Gvozdyk. 12th and final round is here.
Listen for the bell, gentlemen.
In this light heavyweight co-feature.
Time right there.
Okay, he's slow. He's waiting for that 1 punch. That's what you got to take advantage. Multiple shots until make.
Get that rhythm in the final round. It's your final round.
Benavidez continues to go to the body.
You're giving Gvozdyk the last 3 rounds.
Well, you helped me give him. Look, I don't think it takes a genius to realize Gvozdyk needs a knockout to win this fight, and it doesn't look likely that he's going to get it. And it's going to look
7 hoping to land a summit meeting with Canelo. Did all he could at 100. A guy who is a throwback, a guy who wants to take on the biggest challenges and be the best that he can be. A lineal light heavyweight champion, an Olympic bronze medalist. David Benavidez.
great champion in the next few seconds. Oh, good right hand by both of them.
Hell of a job, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of action, the judges are in agreement. We have a unanimous decision. Here are the score totals. Judge at ringside, Zachary Young scores the bout 116 to 112. Dave Moretti sees it 117 to 111. And Don Trella scores the action 119 to 109. All 3 in favor of the winner. He is now the interim WBC Light Heavyweight World Champion, the Mexican Monster, David A.